Alright folks, we're going to be making banana bread today.
Yahoo!
Okay, so right here, as you can see, this is actually from the company that makes the gold medal flour. So you have 1 1/4 cups of sugar, half cup of butter, 2 eggs, 1 1/2 cups of ripe bananas. We're going to use 2 regular bananas that have been frozen. We'll chop them up. And then half a cup of milk instead of buttermilk, teaspoon of vanilla, 2 1/2 cups of the all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt. We're not going to use any chopped nuts, and then I'm going to add in like a teaspoon of cinnamon, just to add a little flavor. So I'm going to show here some of the ingredients. We've got our salt, imitation vanilla, baking soda, 2 eggs.
Butter.
Here's the butter.
Baking soda.
There's the actual flour, cinnamon. Here's your pan that you need to go ahead and get greased up with either the spray, or I'm going to be using here butter to grease the sides to make it smooth. And then here's our bananas. As you can see, they're in a Ziploc bag. I had them frozen because I was going to do this for today for my wife. And I added one additional thing, because this is my specialty, 1 block of cream cheese. So what you're going to do is go ahead and cut this into cubes and then put it in. But first, I already put in the sugar. As you can see here is 1 1/4 cups of sugar. Next step, we're going to go ahead and take the butter and put it into a glass bowl.
One more thing, that is not part of our ingredients.
Alright, so what we're going to do is take this, put it in here, and then put it in our microwave to heat it up. Most people like to melt it or do whatever. In this case, if you want to, go ahead and help me a little bit.
Okay.
Go ahead and get that in there. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way, just so we can go ahead and heat it up. And we have a spoon ready already here. So we're going to go ahead and melt that. I usually do it for about 1.5 minutes. Okay, and you throw the wrapper away, and then you clean your hands. So I'm going to do 1 minute. I'm going to pause here for a second. Alright, we're back, and this is what it should look like. All frothy and soft. So depends on the butter. Some butters I've had to do about 1.5 minutes, others a minute. This is perfect. So we're going to pour it in. Careful with your hands because it is hot. Alright, and then go ahead and set that to the side. In the sink, of course. And then you're going to go ahead and start creaming this together. And what does that mean? Using the back of your spoon to mix it all in. So I'm going to pause here for a few seconds.
Like lemon.
Okay, as you can see here, I've got it somewhat creamed up now. I'm going to add my 2 eggs into the mixture. So we're going to go ahead and pause for a second. Okay, as you can see, we've got the eggs in here now. I'm going to go ahead and chop this up a little bit. And then I'm going to stir it up, and we'll come back in a few seconds here. So pause. Okay, next thing is we're going to add our milk.
Sorry.
Okay. It's about 1/2 cup of milk. There we go. Pour that in. And then stir it up, as you can see there. Now you may have to add more milk later on because I'm not using the bananas that are very soft and mushy. I'm using more of the harder ones. So you may have to add